Hello, welcome to Ekidel, where we train future civil and structural engineer. Today, I'll be showing you steel platform design in the sector, which is the oil and gas sector. Now, when you have an oil and gas model like this, civil or structural engineering also have a major role to play on or in oil and gas sector, which are, as you can see, what we have here is not just the pipes. Yeah, the reason why the screen is lagging this way is because of how big this model is. Now, as you can see, we can see that we have oil pipes and all that, pipe flows and all that, but we also have the structural aspects of on this model, which you can see here. You can see that we'll have steel platforms, pipe supports and all that. So most of these pipes has their own support, and most of them they don't use concrete to support them, they use steel to support them. And they also have shelters and all that, and these are all steel structures which mechanical engineers cannot design that, and also other arms of engineering cannot do that except the structural or a civil engineer that can be able to design for the stability of these steel platforms and all that. Okay, so we have several steel platforms here. We have pipe support, we have pipe racks, we have everything here, right? And even it is still the duty of the structural engineer to still design the foundation of this vent stack and all that. So you can see that we'll have several things here. So today we are going to design a like some part of this steel platform here. We'll have several platforms here based on the names. Now, if you're not known to the software that was used to model these, they use PDMS or Aviva E3D. They are still the same company, the same name, the same purpose. So Aviva E3D was used to perform this structural model for oil and gas. Now, before they can begin in an oil and gas construction, they must have it on the model view like this to check if there are clashes between the pipes, the structural platform, the cable train. They have to model it like this, and then make sure that it has passed 100% model review before they can begin any construction of this nature. Okay, that's why they have to model it using Aviva E3D or PDMS. PDMS is an old version, so basically they are using Aviva E3D for this, which we also train on that too. So right now we are going to perform a structural. Now what they did was to model this, but they have not known if these steel platforms are going to stand or not, if they are stable, because they have not been designed structurally. This thing you're seeing here is just a model. So we are going to use their model now and then design it based on how they have modeled it. So we are going to check if these sizes which they have proposed is going to be suitable or stable to carry this weight and all that of all this pipe passing through it. Okay, that's fine. Now based on that, we'll have several structures here, and how we model on what Aviva E3D is to make sure that we model based on our hierarchy, right? Beginning on the site and the structure and the framework and all that. Okay, that's fine. So right now we want to model, we want to perform the design for this structure you are seeing here. Now I'll point that out right now. I'll just click on this now to show you. You can see that we have several, but we are going to model only this particular one and perform the design for that. And when we are done with that, we then move to the next one again. You can see that they have several model here. This other one now is around this place here. You can see that. So they have several models here. So we are going to perform the model and the design for just this particular one here. All right, this particular one here. So you can see that. So with this now, we will then have to do what? Perform this modeling using the software Protastructure. You can either use Start Pro or any structural design software like Protastructure, Start Pro, robot analysis and all that. Okay, that's fine. So with this now, we are going to hide every other one and just show this one alone. So I'll right click now and then say hide unselected, and then we are going to see this model here. Okay, that's fine. So with this now, I'll just press escape. Now you can see the model that we have now so far. So we are going to model this structure now and then perform the structural analysis and design of this steel platform you are seeing here. Now, over the weekend, I've already started modeling this because I have some time duration to issue this particular project and that for the design. So with that now, I'll just continue from where I stopped on the Protastructure. Okay, that's fine. So with this now, I'll just minimize this. Okay, so you can now see where I am currently on the structural model, as you can see that right now. Let me try to make the screen drawer, right, to just share the screen like this. Okay, that's fine. And then let me just try and see if I can share the screen. Okay, okay, so I'm trying to share the screen now to be, yeah, correct. So this is now the Protastructure interface, which I'm going to use ProtaSteel for the connection after I'm done with the structural design of the steel itself and all that. Then I'm going to use ProtaSteel, which you're seeing here, to perform the structural design. Now, ProtaSteel, yeah, after you're done with everything, we are going to load this structure now inside ProtaSteel and all that. So let me just open the ProtaSteel now for it to open, because we are going to use that. Okay, that's fine. So after we are done with it with the design, we are then going to use the ProtaSteel to perform the structural steel connection designs. Okay, that's fine. So the ProtaSteel now is about to open and all that. Let's just give it time to open. I just launched the ProtaSteel now. Okay, that's fine. It's almost getting ready to open. Let me just wait for that. Okay, that's fine. So if your ProtaSteel is not working, that means that you are not using the right version for the Protastructure and all that. Okay, so on this steel design, we are going to work hand in hand with the ProtaSteel, because ProtaSteel is used to perform the connection design for the steel. Okay, that's fine. So let's just open right now. Then we'll move on to then we now continue from what we are doing, which is the model, because we are not done with this T modeling yet from that Aviva E3D that we are looking at the model. So we are going to look at that right now and then continue. But this is just to show you that we are going to use ProtaSteel to perform um the this steel connection for this steel platform. So if your ProtaSteel is not working, then there is no need for you to follow up this project, because this project, if you're not performing the connection design, then there is no need for you modeling the steel. All right, that's fine. So make sure before you begin, your Protastructure is working and your ProtaSteel also working and all that. Okay, that's fine. So with that now, let's just hold on for that to begin. Okay, I think the ProtaSteel is open. Let me see. I think it's open. Let me just check that right now. Okay, let me see. I think it's open somewhere. Let me see. Minimize this. Okay, it's still coming up. It's still coming up. Yeah. Okay, I think it's open now. That's fine. So let me just minimize this now. Yeah. So this is now. Let me just check. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming up. Okay. Correct. So this is the ProtaSteel now. Okay, that's fine. So since I've confirmed that that ProtaSteel is working now, we can then move on to complete the structural um, design for this steel platform. Then later we'll now come and begin the ProtaSteel connection, which the steel connection for this steel platform. Okay, that's fine. So I'll just close now. I'll close the ProtaSteel now and then continue with what I'm doing. I'll just say no, don't save. That's fine. So going back now to the Protastructure itself, correct, that's fine. So I'll just navigate something like this now and just share this by 2 and then bring up the Naviswork out again, model out. Now on this now, as you can see that, let me just try to bring this backward. Correct, that's fine. So with this now, we will then, now you can see that I have already modeled this structure. Let me just, this is the front view. Yeah, let me see. This is the front view, correct? This is the front view. That's fine. So with this now, you can see that I have already modeled this steel. I've already modeled some part of this. This is what we're seeing right now. You can see that. This is it here. We are going to use the connection gusset plate to connect the to show this connection here on our structure here, but we are going to do that on the ProtaSteel area. That's fine. So you can see we have also modeled this other part too. We have modeled this other part too, and then what is left is to complete this other diagonal connection steel model and all that, and then this other one up here. So I want to model this other part here, which is this other one up here. Now with this, now I'm going to remove this steel grating here just to see where these ones are sitting. They are sitting on these beams here, which I've also modded for here, yeah, these are the steel here. So with this, now I'm going to also go back to, it's under story 2, so I'm going to go back to story 2 now. Come to story 2 plan now. Make sure that I'm story 2, no, story 3 plan. Story 3 plan, correct? Correct. But I need to be on the plan view. So come to plan view now. Then come to story 3 plan view. Okay, that's fine. So on this now, you can see let's now look at where we have those locations and all that. So when you're working with Navisworks and all that, you need to find a way to make sure you're using the exact positions and all that, and make sure you work on coordinate 0, 0, because that was what was used to model that. So the same way here, make sure you work on coordinate 0, 0. Then on this now, we then have to come here. So we have one steel here. Now let's now look at the proposed steel they are wanting us to use. The size, you can see the size here. They are saying UC 203 by 203 by 146. Well, we are going to model that too. Then see after our design if we are going to reduce it or if it's going to increase based on the structural what design. Okay, that's fine. So with that now we have one model, one steel model here, one steel frame. Let me see that. Yeah, we have one steel stanchion here, and that is found at, let me see, we have one, two, that is found at this place here. This is where we have that stanchion here at this place. So with that now, just go to my modeling here, modeling, come to steel members, then come to frames. That's a column, so come to column here. That's fine. And this opens up. I'll then come and choose my size here, which is 203 by 203 by 46 UC section. So I'm going to do that right now. Then come here, UC section, 203 by 203 by 46. That's fine. Click on this. That's it. I'll not say okay. Now I have to look at how it is being rotated, but I'll do that later. I'll come now and then I need to bring out my grid lines. I hit them before, so I'll come now, make them active. That's fine. Make sure they are active actually. Make them active. Let me see again. Sorry, it was hidden before. Okay. Okay, they are showing right now. Then also make my ghost axis, which is the ghost axis, also hidden visible. That's fine. Let me see. They were hidden before, so make them visible right now. Okay, now just to be sure where this column is actually is, what I'll do right now is to measure. I have to measure right now. You can measure right here on this Navisworks by coming to review here, then measure. Then right now I want to measure from the center end to end, which is the center to the center. I'll come now, click on measure again, click on this place here, and then click where this beam is. Now, the distance here is 2.744, which is approximately 2.745. There's a way they measure in Navisworks and all that. Make sure you're measuring with whole number. So right now it's showing x is equals to 2.744 meters. So I'll use 2.745 meters. Okay, that's fine. So I'll come now and just verify. Click on this, right click here, come here, offset 2.7445 meters. So I'll F2 and then 2745, then enter. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so with that, now you can see that this is where our actual 2.745 falls. That means that this beam here is going to be shifted. Let me just undo there. Yeah, it's going to be shifted from this level because this was a trace from the previous level. And if you can see that very well here, you can see that from the previous level, from if I hide this other grating here, you can see that we have this beam separate. We have two beams here, but this other one, and you can see where the position is, but this other last floor now carrying this. Let me move this measurement. Sorry for that. Yeah, this is that one carrying this platform. You can see that it is being it's not the same on the same alignment. Can you see that this one is inside while this one is what outside? So we are going to change the model now where this beam position is that will carry this other steel platform here. Okay, that's fine. So with that now, knowing that, but they have the same steel. Let me see the steel size for this beam. Click on select now. Right click on this. Let's see where that is. Now it is on this level. Now let's see. This beam size is, let me go and see right now. For the proposed one, this is the steel size. Can you see that? Yeah. So once you click on it, you will see the steel sizes. So this is UB 610 299 229 125. Okay, that's fine. Let's confirm that that's the same thing. Yes, the same thing here. Yeah, correct. So we are going to shift this now. Click on this now. Then, but before doing that, we are going to remove this grating first. This pole lines. Remove these pole lines. All right. Click on this and remove the pole lines. Click. Okay, before that we are going to remove the gratings first, else it will not go off. To remove the claddings and also this cladding too, that's fine. So we are going to do that for this whole panels, holding shift control key and selecting generally, that's fine. Right click now and then delete, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Then come back now to the plan view, and then this polar is now be able to be removed. So click on them now, click on these, and then this, and then this, and then right click now and then delete, that's fine. Then with that now we can now remove the columns here, sorry, these beams. Although we can also apply move, we can also move them. Let me see if we can move them right now. You can move a member to a different point. So by clicking here right now, and then sorry, let me see, to move a member, let me see, delete that. Then right click again, move. Then we have to select a point. Click on this place now. Let me see, or I'll just click on it right now. If that moving is giving me issue, then come here and insert it again using the same properties. Put that right now. Yeah, that's fine. And again, do the same thing here, from here to here, that's fine. From here to here again, because that's how we have the same beam running here. So have again from here to here, that's fine. So with that now we are going to remove these other ones now. Click on this now, delete, right click and delete. Just press your delete button, delete here, that's fine. Again, click on this delete button again, and then let me see if what we have here at this last place here by looking at our model here. Let me see, just see right now. Okay, rotate, that's fine. So you can see, yeah, this beam runs fully on its own. So we are going to do that right now. So it runs fully, and then there's a smaller beam here which I've already modeled already for here. So come now, remove this other one now, remove this, then remove these pole lines, that's fine. Sorry, this grating need to be removed, else the pole lines not be removed. Let me see, yeah, correct. Remove this cladding, and then the pole lines cannot be removed, that's fine. Then back to our plan view now. So on our plan view now, we then have now, then come here, that's fine. So you can then go back now and look at where this column is. You can see where this column is here. Our first column now, let's see. Now we have known the X direction distance. Let's also know the Y direction distance too. So I'll come now. To know now, I'll have to do what? Offset again. Sorry, measure. Sorry, come here. Measure again. From now, steel design is not always that straightforward, like easy and all that, because of how complex it looks like. Okay, that's so right now we're gonna measure from here now to this other point now. This is the point. Then that's Y direction now is 1895. Okay, 1895 is the distance where we can locate this column here. So we have already gotten this. So I'll come now, make this to be what goes axis, because these are not original grid line. These are just for construction grid lines, so I'll make it ghost axis. That's fine. And then we now have to measure what? Measure 1895. So I'll come now, click on this point, right click here. Sorry, click on right click here, the grid line, offset one F2, then 1895. That's fine. And then press what? Enter key. That's so basically this is where the column actually is here. This point here. Okay, that's fine. So we can now come now. Make here two ghost axis. Come here. Properties, then come now, ghost axis here. That's fine. Click on these two. That's fine. Then update. So with this now, we have now established the location point where this column actually is. So we are now transferring what we have on our Navisworks model or Aviva E3D, yeah, on this place now into our structural design software, which is the Prota 2024 version. So we are going to do this now by now inserting what? Go to the model now, knowing that this column here is already a column size of what? 203 by 203 by 46. Then come now, click on models, team members, then column, then make sure we choose that value 203 by 203, the section size, and then come here, click on this now, then make sure we choose 203 by 203, so 203 by 203 by 40, that's fine, and then say okay, select, then okay that, then come now and insert this particularly here, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. So with this now, let's now go and look at how the rotation is. Okay, you can see how it is facing because you have to model it the way it is done on the Navisworks. But you can also advise as a structural engineer if the how they model it is not going to work. Okay, but you have to first try and then see. That's fine. Let's now go and 3D view now. Okay, that's fine. So on this, can I see how it is going downward, which is not the way it's meant to be on top here. That means we are going to insert a story, so we just have to do what? Delete this member right now. But first, let me just look at if I did any okay, nothing done here. That's fine. So I'll come now, delete, because this is this is, let me count the stories again. This is story 1, story 2, and story 3. So right now, yeah, we had, yeah, basically this is two story because this one here is just intermediate story we like did. All right, so we count one story here and two, so we have to insert three to now insert that member. Okay, that's fine. So I'll come now, delete this member here right now, delete this, correct, then come to set out here, insert another story insertion, and insert 4, which is actually 3, then copy, generate members, yeah, and then okay that, say yes, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. So basically that's story 2 which I removed. Let me see, story 1, story 2, yeah, that's okay, that's fine. So once it is done, now on this story 4 now, we do not have this member entirely because what we have is just this model here. So basically I'll just come back to plan view here, then come back to story 4 now. Now on this story 4, basically we are not meant to generate story because we don't have this entire model here on this story 4. So what I'll do right now, just to highlight like this now, all right, right click on this and then delete only the members, the beam, yarn, and the frames. That's fine, and the columns. That's fine. So you can now see that we just have it what, empty, right? So right now story 4 is empty. Then this other side to need to be removed. Click on this control key and just take it manually off. Delete. That's fine. Okay, that's okay. Okay, that's fine. That's okay. So right now, then back to what we have now on story 4. So this is where we have the column established. Okay, so right now back to modeling, steam members and all that. Then come here, click on this place here. Okay, that's fine. Then come here right now and then choose our steam member 203, 203, 46. That's fine. Then come here and click on OK. Then come here and say click on this. Then insert the member here. That's fine. So with this now on our 3D view right now, you can now see what we have just got right now. Yeah, we are now getting what we have. Okay, so we have gotten actually what we have, which is to establish the first column point here. Okay, that's fine. Can you see that right now? We have done this column point now, which we also have here. Okay, that's fine. So we have this now. Let's now look at the height. The height of this now is different because this is taking the story height of story 3. So let's now go and look at the story height of this. So by doing that, now we're going to do what? Measure. Okay, measure that. Top of steel to top of steel. So with that, I'm going to remove this grating here to get the actual top of steel. So with that again right now, measure again, measure from here, top of steel, measure from here, steel top, then come again here to that, then rotate again, measure to this other steel top here, measure, all right, measure here, that's fine. This steel top here too, that's fine. So we have what? 3, 2, 4. You can see here we have 3242. All right, so I'll just take it 3242 or 3240 or 3245. Okay, it is still okay, either 3240 or 3242 or 324. So this blue one is for the height. Okay, that's fine. So we are going to do that right now by coming to change the height of this level here, by coming to start here, then come here, click here, then edit story here. I'll use as this 3242. Then I'll come here, come to this place now, say 3242 as a height. Okay, that's fine. And I'll come what? Okay, and it will just adjust itself now automatically. All right, it will adjust itself now. Okay, that's fine. It's correct. So this is now what we now have. We have now transferred the actual height we have in. Now let's look at how the column is oriented. So we are seeing these two flange width now, which is also what we have here. All right, seeing these two flange. Okay, thickness, that's fine. So with that now we have then next thing we have now is now know the distance between this stanchion here, which is column, and this steel column here too. Okay, that's fine. So we're going to measure that too. Measure this now. Center to center by coming here, clicking on this center here, and then transferring this here. Let's see. That will have what? The X here is this 3033 3.304, so actually 3.305. okay, that's fine. So I'll come now back to my plan view now and then offset this right now by 30305. That's the nearest whole number there. So I'll come now and then click on this. Yeah, then okay, then 303, sorry, 3305. Yeah, make sure you do that because if you do it at 4, it might be hard for them to measure at size. So it is on, yeah, so you can see where this thing falls here. Let me see the distance between these two values. This goes as and this actual grid here. That's 55 millimeter difference, which is much. So I'm going to use this particular point as it is here. So I'm going to also insert the this column now, which you have here. Click on this, right click here, properties, and then insert directly at that place. Click on it here, right? That's fine. Again, let's note the next one again. The next one again now is what? Which is from here, from this point here to this other point here. What do we have? We have 4038. So we are going to use 4035 or 4040. Okay, for that. Now let's now know where it's going to be. 403. Okay, let's say 4040 millimeter. So I'm going to offset that right now. Click on this, right click here, then move offset 4040. Let's see if you switch with hit heads here. No, so we're going to shift right now, F2 404, sorry, 40, and then enter. That's fine. So the next column now going to be here. So I'll click on this now, right click here, but we are going to have a steel beam first. You can see there's a steel beam carrying this thing. So we are going to establish that steel beam on the story 2, on the story 2 here, around the story 3 here. Don't forget, because you can see that there's a column still down here. So we are going to establish there's a support under it. But let's just establish these columns first, right? So put this right now and then establish this here. So we have the third column now being established, escape. Then we now have the other ones too. Let me see right now. Also from here to here. So I'm going to take that measurement again now from here now to here. That this is 3456. So I'll be, yeah, 3456 is fine. Yeah, it's a good measurement at site. So I'm going to use it right now. Come here, right click here, share offset. Sorry, F2. Sorry, not this one. I press different F3. So I'm going to press F2 and then type 3456. That's fine, and enter. Okay, that's exactly. Now let's now measure. Let's just take the difference between here. Let me just see right now. Escape. Difference between this ghost grid and this other major grid. If it's much, we'll just take the new one. 51 is much. Yeah, so we're gonna take this right now. Right click here, properties right now, and then come here, sorry, here, and establish this. That's fine. Again, but let me see. We already have a support here below here. Let me see. Correct here. So we are going to use those points. Yeah, those points. Those points. We are going to use those points now by click here, properties, use this point here and put this here and then remove this. So we are going to advise them that this is the right point. So I'm going to remove this other one. Yeah, because you as engineer can advise. So with this again, we are going to also use the same point here. So remove this now. Put a new one here. I'm going to advise him that the column should sit directly on this other beam which already existing on this grid line B, right? So I'm going to remove this other one now. Correct. That's fine. So we have how many columns? Now we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. We have done 4 columns. Now let's now look at the next one again. Again, distance again from here to here. That's fine. This is 2536, okay, 2536 meters. So I'm going to offset this now. Right click now, offset 2536 meters, okay, 2536 meters, and then enter. Then make it a ghost axis because it's not an actual grid line. That's just for construction. So I'm going to make it hidden axis. Okay, that's fine. So again, put our column again there, properties, establish again here. That's fine. Escape. That's fine. And again, measure again the last column now, which is on our list here, from the center point here down to this place here. Okay, that's fine. Okay, this is now actually what? This is now 4965. Okay, I'll use 4965 instead of 4964. 4965 I'll use. So I'm going to offset now. Right click here, offset, offset 4965. That's fine. Enter. Now it's actually at this. Let me see. You can see it's actually at this point here. Okay, it's on this point that I'm going to put right center right now. Right click here, property here, and then come now and establish this here. Okay, that's fine. So with this now, you can now see that we have established this, all these columns you are seeing now. These columns for this other one. All right, we have now established these columns here you are seeing here on this line. If we check on our 3D view now, you can see what we have just got right now. So you can see that we have established these columns now, and let's see, these columns are all having what support except this one here. Let me see. This one here is not having a support. Let me see. It's having a support, but okay, yeah, you can see that. So we are going to advise these two to also be on this grid line. So this is column what? This is column 3, column C3. Let's go and check that out on the plan view. Column C3 need to be on column C3. Let me see where that is. Column C3, which is this. Let me see. Correct, this one here. We need to put it directly at the at the center where that column, the other being is. So come now, click on this. So it's basically here. Let's now look at the distance between this and this. By click here, measure. Let me see, can I do that right now. Correct point, correct. And then this. This is actually distance of what? X is what? 73.05. Okay, that's fine. 73.05. So I'll come now back to this story 4 here. Okay, that's fine. So basically at 73, so I'm gonna move this now, move by 73.0. I think that there should be a grid there. There should be a grid actually at that point. Let me see. That's on column 3. Let me see column 3. Yeah, this one here. There should be a grid actually at that point. Let me see again if this column you're talking about. Yeah, this column here, there should be a grid. Let me see. So that should be okay. Okay, there's no grid there. So we're gonna move this right now. Move it actually. Move by 73 minus 73. 0.05. That's fine. Enter. Okay, let's see now if that is okay. No. So let us copy instead of moving. Copy, offset, then minus 73.0, sorry, 0.05. Enter. Okay, that's fine. So escape now. Then change the column position now from here to here, and then remove this other one here. Remove this, and then delete this other this grid line also. That's fine. Now let's back it now. You can now see that we need to get the actual point of this, and by doing that right now, let us do that right now. We can do that by measuring, going to story 2. Let you see that right now. This is the actual point here. This is the point, okay? So by doing that now, we need to go back to story 4 first and remove the column first. Remove this column here, else we cannot be able to move it. This one should go off. Then back to story 3 now. Story 3, click on this, right click now, and then say move. Move it now to the center point. To the center point of this. Correct. That's fine. So with this now, back to story 4 now. We can now go and insert a column here, which is from here now. Right click here, properties, then come here, insert this. Now that's fine. So 3D view now. You can now see what we got. Correct. That's fine. Okay. So this column now has a support. So make sure you check for all the column if it has a support. Okay, that's fine. Support to, that's fine. Okay, so we have now done this particular one now. The next thing now is now do what to, I think they have the same positions, yes, on this other side too. So it's to just do what, put this other position here. So but first of all, let's now go and look at the width. All right, the width where it's gonna fall, the width. So right now let's now measure the width again. Rotate now, rotate again to see the boat. Then right now click on this now. I can make it to be bigger. Okay, so right now click on this face. All right, rotate again to see the face well. Now if you want to get this, you can just, if you want to follow up this, get this Navis work model. All right, you can then or you want to follow the steel design. Steel design is not always simple that much, I must tell you that. It's not simple as concrete. Okay, you can just check the link down below and then choose to enroll for steel platform design mentorship, which is a one-on-one training using Google Meeting on that, or you can also get this model file and then open it on. But you must have Navis work, else you can be able to view it. Okay, you must have Navis work. Okay, and all that, else you can view that. Okay, so then you can also get the link to download the Navis work free of charge, which is the software, but not the model, the software on the link down below. Okay, or you can go to what AutoCAD is just free of charge to like get this. Okay, that's fine. So which is the AutoCAD, not this model, don't forget, not the model, but just the software on its own. So with this now, this is 6.5555. I'll skip this one. 6.550 meters. Okay, that's fine. So I'll come now, offset this now under story 4, offset this 6.55, which is 6550, offset 6550, and then enter. Okay, that's fine. So I have this now here. So I'll come now, click on this, and then let's first see if it has support below. Let's see. Let me just insert first. Insert right now, properties. Okay, that's fine. And insert one here. Let's now look at the support position on the plan view. Yes, it has support. You can see support here. That's fine. You can see support. That's fine. Then come now. So repeat the same thing now. Transfer all these things. I can do mirror, but let me not just do mirror because of time. Let me just transfer. I have one here. So I have to remove this other grid which is here before. Delete this grid. Delete. That's fine. Then again, transfer this also again. Right click here, properties, transfer here, and again transfer this here, and then this here, and then this other one here. Correct, that's fine. So we then have this model now. You can see what we have now. Confirm again if all of them have support. Make sure they all have support. All right, which is the support carrying them. That's fine. That's okay. This one now need to be shifted. You can see that this one here is not directly at the center. This particular one, which is column 12. on or and column 6. Okay, that's fine. So back to our model now. Let's go and look at the column 6, which is column 6 here. It's not directly at the center, so I'm going to remove them first. All right, remove them now, and then make sure the grid line is at the center of that point. Okay, that's fine. Then that's go back to this other one here. This one need to be at the center, correct? Now offset, move it to the center, correct? That's fine. Then back to our story 4 now. Okay, yeah, we are going to advise then that those positions are suitable for the structural stability. So they are going to make some adjustment on that. So this is here too, that's fine. So this now have a good support. Okay, at the center, that's fine. So all our columns now have support on these. Next thing now is now go and model for the beams. Okay, so going back to our Navisworks now, Navisworks now, okay, which is our E3D. You can see what we have now. We now have beams running here. This beam now is what? This beam here is let's see the size from this place. Now we have UB 457 191 40 yeah, that's fine. So I'll come now, keep this way, just push it this way, that's fine. Let me just do that right now, sorry. Keep this here, okay, that's fine. Then bring this down. Okay, that's fine. So 457. So come now back to this place now. Go to my steel beam now under modeling. Then come here. Then come to beam here, here. That's fine. And again, come here right now. Come here. Sorry, come to the here. Then come here. Choose 457 19174 UB 457, correct, 19174. Then come here, then come like and say okay, and then come now and insert this from here now, from here or to this point here, that's fine. Now 3D view first, let's see how it looks like, correct. So we have this now. So the same thing happens to all the beams connecting to this color. You can see that right now, the same members, that's fine. All the ones that are blue now showing that they are the same members. Okay, that's fine. So I'll come now back here, then come now, right click here, properties now, properties, that's fine. Then do the same thing here, come here, click on this now, and again come here and then click on this, that's fine. And again come again here, click on this, okay, that's fine. And then click on this here. I'll just do copy, just be fast, copy right now, copy from this point here, from this center point right now, okay, center point to this other point here, click on this here, and again just do again right now, maximize it right now, come again and click on this, that's copy right now. I'm doing copy again from this now and keep this, that's fine. So with this now we don't have this model here, that's fine. You can see what I have now. So we would then have to do what again right now, do the same thing for this other one. Let's now go and look at this other side of beam. What is the size of this beam? Okay, this beam size now is let's see, you can see it here, 254 by 140 by 31. So right now back to our model again, steel model, back to our plan view first. This other beam that is going to run connect to this other direction, come here, 254, yeah, by, let me see again, 254 by 254 146 31. So come now, 254 146, that's fine. Then frame here, stay beam, that's fine. Then come here, 254 146, that's fine. Okay, that's okay. That come here right now, 254 254 254 254 146 31, that's fine. Then come here, click on this right now, then say okay. Then come here, connect from this now, sorry, then to this other point here, that's fine. Then again from this point here to this other point here, that's fine. Okay, then from here now, from here, that's okay. From here, sorry, make sure you keep the point from here now, okay, to this other point here, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. And again from here to this other point here, that's fine. And again last one from here to this other point here, that's fine. Okay, that's fine now, that's okay. So with this now, we didn't have this now, the same thing happens to this other one. You can see right now, if I go and select this come here right now to check if they're the same size on the other side too, So if I go now, pick on this, you can see that they are all the same. The beams at the top here are all the same. So the same thing here happens here too. So I'll come now and then click on this, click on this, click on this, just to copy to be fast. Right click now, make sure I don't click the copy the grid lines, okay? Then right click, sorry, again here, right click now, and then say copy. I'll copy from this point now to that point here as this installation point, or yeah, correct this point here, then move it to copy to this other point now, and then keep it here. That's fine. So with this now, we didn't have all this now, correct? So we didn't have this other model now for our steel. All right, so you can see that right now. Then I'll now come now. Let me just double click on to it 2, right? To it 2. So we didn't have this now, but there are some kind of disparity in height, as you can see. Let me see where this is coming from. Click on this now, right click properties here. So there's a difference, you can see that right now. So I'm going to do this right now. Come here, make it to be 0 to like be on plane. All right, so you can see right now. So I'm going to make all these beams now on this level, so be on this level now to be the same, because there's a difference. Can you see that right now? So I'm going to come here right now, click on this beam, sorry, on the first beam here. All right, come here, hold my control key, my shift key, the last one, right click now, properties to show the table, and make sure they are all on plane, on the same plane. Come here, offset, and make sure they're on the same plane. On plane what? 0. That's fine. 0 plane. That's okay. Then come here. Everything now will just be as it is right now. That's fine. Correct. That's okay. So with this now, we then have, you can see now we have everything now flushing with the column. That's okay, that's fine. So we have everything now flushing. So the next thing now we are going to do right now is now model. You can see that we still have a lot to model here. Okay, we still have a lot to model. We have just modeled the column and the main beams. Now we are going to model the secondary beams now, which are just other smaller few ones here going right, secondary beams, internal beams here, and then finish up the other modeling which we have to do here. Okay, that's fine. So you can see we also have many things to model here. All right, you can see that some kind of braces which are meant to be modeled here, which are going to do and all that. But for now, we are going to stop this first for now, and then because I have some to rush to office right now, and then continue later. Okay, that's fine. So you can see we are going to also model this cantilever stuff area here, and that's fine. So the same thing now happens. So we are going to model all that, then now perform the structural design for this, and then the steel connections for this too. Okay, that's fine. So if you want to be part of the structural mentorship for only for steel, for steel design, not Ekidel mentorship, for only for steel design for this platform, you can get the link down below and enroll for that, which you're going to do a group training, but maximum of 10 persons. Maximum of 10 persons at a particular time for training. So if you're going to be among the 10 persons, you can then enroll for that. Now, enrolling for that, you have this model free of charge, and the software is also free of charge too, if you're going to be part of that. Else, if you want to try it on your own, you can then get this model, the whole model, and follow the same step how I used to hide other model and just to see this particular one which I'm modeling for, because you can see that we have several models here. We have several models here. Let me just unhide. We have several models, as you can see here, which will be difficult for you to model them. So to see the one you're going to model, you just go and click on it, and then you just hide. Okay, to see that. Okay, that's fine. Because that will have several models here. So to see that particular one you're going to model, you're going to hide the rest and then model the one you're going to model. They have taken that on hide. Okay, that's fine. So to be a part of this training, just follow the link down below, and then please, if you enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel too. That's fine. Thank God bless you, and then see you on the mentorship. So once we have up to 10 persons, we are going to begin the training for that. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. Then back to this place here. Okay, that's fine. So we will continue with this later. That's fine. See you then later. Bye for now. Bye then for now.